The hottest entertainment stories coming up right now, right here on Tea Time. Hello and welcome to the program. I am Tokunbo Taiwo and I'm here with the feisty duo Lakpe Banjo and Ife Osunke. Hey guys.
Hello, Tokunbo.
You say, hey, hello. So, do you guys want to carry on with this
designer conversation?
Because like it's spilled over. You spilled tea onto the next.
No, I'm not. Me and Ife will have that conversation privately because it will just get personal.
I think Ife wants to carry on with that.
Do you want to carry on having that?
No, I don't need to carry. But if you want to carry on with it,
no,
we can
sure,
do
it's
this,
fine.
man.
Don't worry, I'll save you the misery.
Do you think that she has won this argument?
But you
What
shouldn't
argument?
Ife will never agree.
No, she hasn't won any argument.
She hasn't won.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, do you think he has won?
Won what?
You can visit my wardrobe if you want.
Oh, jeez. You are a narcissist.
If you're wondering what
My
we're
wardrobe
talking
is
about.
more like a boutique. With my wardrobe, you can sell clothes and make a lot of money.
And that's something to be proud of.
Yes, very proud of.
Do you own a house?
Yes.
You own your own house?
Yes.
You own a house?
Yes.
Oh, that's the first I'm hearing of it.
Sorry.
Well done.
If you're wondering what on earth they're talking about, watch the morning episode of Tea Time. Yes, watch the morning episode and then you'll understand precisely what they're talking about. We're moving on to the first story, which is regarding Cartoon Network. They launched the Cartoon Network Africa Creative Lab and call on African talents to develop animated comedy. I just thought, wow, this is quite an interesting platform, you know, to call on talented people who have some kind of animation talent. So this is quite interesting indeed. So let me come to, oh, you want to go first? Yes, ladies first. I should have known better.
Oh, no, I think it's a really good idea that they're opening up room for more talent, especially African talent. I think, do you know what? I think Black Panther has set the ball rolling with this. Like, everybody now wants to tell the African story. Everyone wants diversity. Everyone wants to hear how cool it is to be African and, you know, what we've got as a part of our culture and that kind of thing. And it's interesting that DJ Sose was here yesterday and he was talking about his comic book and having African characters.
Yeah.
And obviously Indomie already do those Indomitables. And so it's African cartoons and African, like, characters at the moment, generally in film industry and movie and creative industry, seem to be really trailblazing at the moment. So it's really, really interesting. I want to see what comes out of it. I mean, they've opened it to lots of people that animators,
students.
Yeah, students.
It's a wide range of sort of people that can sort of apply. So that's quite interesting.
And also,
well.
Disney's just done a new film.
Sade.
About this African princess as well.
This will be the first that Disney has done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Black Panther's really like. I feel like Black Panther's really given everyone this, let's be diverse and let's open it up to a lot more different characters. Because it's boring now. We've seen, you know, all the whitewashed cartoon characters. And I think young children need to see that there's people like them in these realities that they create for children. Because a lot of the times kids grow up and they can't find someone that they resonate with. So in this case, it's really good that these changes are being made.
Okay, let me go on to Ife because he's been very quiet.
Well, I totally agree with Lakpe, and the only thing I have a problem with is them focusing on just the comedy genre for animation creators, because they're saying that if you have to submit, it has been open since August 7 and it's closing, since June 7 and it's closing August 31, right? Yes. So they said in September they will be selecting 10 people, but you're limiting people to genre of comedy when there are people who like to create thriller animation,
superheroes,
who try to do superhero, but you're saying it has to be a comedy genre. That's the only thing I have a problem with. But it's a good start. It's a good start
because
that we're even being
for children. So I think you've got to take that into consideration.
Yeah, but what about Ben 10? We watch Ben 10. Ben 10 is not comedy.
And also, Ife's completely right, because it shouldn't be just limited to comedy, because also it means as though you can't tell an African story or like an ethnic story without having an element of humor or something to laugh about. And it's true, there should be like superheroes.
When it comes to competitions or when it comes to things that they're calling in for entries, they always have one thing or another. In this case, they haven't even given an age limit or an age group.
Yes, they have 18 and above.
18 and above.
Yes.
It has to be for 18 and above.
Yes, for
No,
you
as
to
in
submit
for you
content.
to submit the content, for you to get involved in the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be 18 and
Of course,
above.
the content is for young children.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it shouldn't be limited to comedy. Like, it should be anything, and then they can streamline
And
which
then
ones
I
they
also
like.
have a problem with you saying that the people that are allowed to submit their content should be 18 and above. Because look at the case of Ahmed or Akim, the boy that drew
Yes.
Macron when he was just 11 years old.
Yeah.
Now, there are lots of young, at least I know a very young person who is good in graphics designing and doing animation, and the boy is just 15. So because of this, he cannot achieve his dream.
Do you know why? Do you know? I'll
until
tell you
he's
why.
18
You've got a
years
really
of
good
age.
point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. They shouldn't be restricted to age. Because even when you look at music, talent shows and stuff like that, it's for anybody. Now, the reason why I think in this case is if, say, for example, an 11-year-old won, you'd have to take school into consideration. You'd have to take can they work into consideration. It would have to be a really awkward contract to get them to develop more things. So there's no longevity there. Whereas if someone's 18 and over, you know that whatever happens after.
Yeah, because 18 is enough, is legal
to
enough
work,
to do, to make a decision. It is a decision if I want to go to school or if I don't want to go to school.
And you can't
but if
make
it's less than that, the parents are still in charge of a lot of things.
And you can't make it look like you're exploiting young kids that are getting involved in the competition, especially when they're from Africa. So
yeah, but so far so good. I think a lot of awareness hasn't been created about this. That is another thing I have a lot of problem with, because we're just hearing about this, but this competition has been open since June 7th. And I think like a lot of people across the country, across Africa, because this is not just Nigeria, this is across Africa, they're really talented and they would be interested in this. But the awareness for this is not enough. But assuming it was a party or a tour, yeah, come on, the whole world knows about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, if you're in animations, creativity, graphics, and you're used to doing, you know, like cartoon illustrations and kids stuff, you would know about this. Like, it's like, if it's in your like radar, if it's something that you do, you would know.
You do have a point.
Like, you can't.
No, true.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas something generic as music and entertainment, that's like something everyone knows.
Alrighty, time for a quick break. But when we come back, we'll be bringing you more entertainment news. We'll be right back.
Today's top stories are...
And the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria. I'm here at Eunice Bashorin Street, where the
fire destroyed our transformer complete.
The lowest level you can.
I'm Lakme Banjo. This is Plus TV Africa. The big stories live here.
Big stories live here.
Big stories live here.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Up next is Scoop on Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin. The couple are to wed in 2019. So, did we see this coming? Did we not see this?
No, I mean, the engagement was pretty rapid. So I'm not really surprised that their wedding is really interesting. There's not that much information apart from the fact that Hailey's sisters will both be involved in the wedding. And they're like really excited. They're madly in love with each other. He's always like professing his undying love for her, which I find really cute actually.
Sorry, before you continue, let me just quickly ask, did we not have an argument about this regarding if they were going to, or was it the other couple?
No, it was Priyanka Chopra and
Okay, so
Jonas.
we didn't do this on this,
No,
because we talked about them sometime.
Yeah,
when
we
they
did
the
talk
engagement.
about them, but we didn't have an argument over it. I think we're all just...
In that case, please carry on. You were saying...
Oh, did you think you'd won yourself some free lunch? No, I think I'm really happy for them. They look like two hippie kids that are happy to get married. I just hope it lasts and they're not like two young kids in love and stupid. Like,
but something tells me that it will, because it's like, you know, they've had a relationship before,
yeah, but
they've
like
broken.
2014, 2015.
Yeah, but the thing is, all that length of time does add, is like, for me, it's like a foundation to their relationship.
No, I don't think so. I don't really feel like celebrity weddings and kids getting married, two things that are like red flags.
Okay.
So you have to really be careful how you think it's going to end up.
Yeah.
I do wish them all the best, but I just hope that their feelings are true and genuine and they're not going to get fed up with each other next year. Because that's what tends to, that's the trend that happens.
And I think it's more likely to happen with Justin himself as opposed to
Hailey. I mean, he's had a string of girlfriends.
Exactly.
And he's always really in love with them. And
that's
then
the thing.
Suddenly,
because then next
Selena,
year he's going to be like, okay, I miss Selena. I want to go back. I'm like, seriously.
Could you imagine?
Exactly. That would be so awful.
Well, I'm happy for them though. And he's actually like laid off like being in the public eye. He's grown up a bit.
Yeah, and I think it's all down to Hailey's influence. But I don't know. Could
be the fact that he's now really religious.
Oh.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. If you've not said anything.
Well, left to me, I think this is a very, very beautiful relationship. And the both of them seem like they're going to last longer than the public
as well.
Things, because the engagement was rapid, yes.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people thought, oh, it was too rapid, they probably won't get married soon, and then Baldwin will become the Lord of the Rings, like Funke would usually call them. But now they're planning their wedding for 2019. Like you said, they've been back and forth. They broke it up, they've come back together. I don't think I will go back to my ex if there's nothing to work out, to walk around. So they walked around their differences. These are people that have dated as kids. They're both a whole lot mature now, and they know exactly what they want out of the relationship. They appreciate each other. They know their weaknesses and their strengths. They've observed all of that, and they decided to get married. They've met each other's families. They've done their proper engagement. She got him the same engagement
what happens
ring.
Is that when you've been in a relationship before and then you guys come back, you guys come back stronger.
Didn't even go back once. They broke up twice, and then they got back together twice before this one.
Laps is just really looking at me.
I just feel like, look, this is a way of, they've strengthened their relationship. They've grown, and
that's what I'm saying. That's
and before they would decide they would get married, they already know this would work.
Sorry to cut you, but I can't help it. You know, because both of us are on the same page. I want to quickly come back to that because
no, I was
actually not agreeing.
No, I was actually just admiring the fact that you both agreed with each other, and it was going very, very well. But I think both of you seem to have been paid to be their therapist because you know so much about their weaknesses and strengths and
no, I'm just saying, like,
no, I agree with you. I'm just making
in a relationship, if you break up with somebody and you get back to that person,
not every relationship.
No, hold on.
But I think in the way theirs has happened.
Yeah, in the way theirs has happened, you can tell that.
They're more solid.
And then, like you said, it's more religious. It's left the public high.
Yeah.
It's no longer a troublemaker like it was.
Like he used
Even his looks is looking way more like a man. He's
like
looking way more like what?
Like a hobo. He looks like a hobo.
Okay. All right. And he's looking a whole lot better than the Justin Bieber of 2 years ago that was causing a lot of bad.
He's getting older.
So yeah,
wiser.
he's getting older, he's getting wiser. And I just think this is beautiful, and I think a whole lot of celebrities, they said they're not going to make it like the top-notch celebrity wedding like the whole world.
It's going to be an intimate thing.
Do you know who they both remind me of?
Who?
Miley Cyrus and what's his name? Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, yes.
Or was it Liam Hemsworth? One of them.
Oh, Liam. Chris is married. He's already married. It's Liam.
Liam Hemsworth. Yeah, they remind me of them. Because they get together, they break up, and then like you know they're madly in love.
Okay, and then this brings me to a story I saw.
We need to move on, so you need to in one sentence round it up.
I saw a Filipino couple. They got married in the flood. The church was flooded.
Oh, yeah,
you saw that. I thought that was beautiful.
Well, they didn't have a choice.
Well, they did.
No, they could have delayed if they wanted to postpone.
Or get people to get the water out before they do the wedding. You know, they just have to spend
but why would they? That wasn't beautiful.
Should I tell you what it is?
What?
They were knee deep in love.
Okay. Sorry. I missed that. Say that again. I missed that.
You said they were knee deep in love. So late. Seriously, you've got the worst dad jokes ever.
Up next is a story on DJ Cuppy, who feeds her boyfriend spaghetti and goes mouth to mouth with him. Oh, did I just get graphic?
Sorry, but when I saw this, I was like, what is the big deal?
Exactly.
Like, it was
Thank
his
you.
birthday, and she like had like a whole host of pictures. And then they did the whole like, what's it called? What Dalmatians? What's it called?
Something and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Lady and the Tramp. He's obviously the tramp. She's the lady. Oof. No, gosh, that's what happens in the actual cartoon. Anyway,
and they share the spaghetti.
and they kissed at the end. And I was just like, why is this making the news? Like, why?
You don't think it's newsworthy, do you?
I think it's cute that they've always been together. They broke up, a bit like Justin Bieber and what's her name, Hailey Baldwin. Broke up. They've known each other since they were kids. He's obviously worked with her. He supports her career. He's managed her. He's very like jovial with her dad. And it's interesting that she got with him, broke up with him, went off with that footballer who bought her a car, took it back, lame, took it back, and then
the guy took the car back.
Yeah, you didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he took it back.
Oh, I was gonna bring a whole
which
new
is
topic.
silly because she can afford it ×2. Like, okay, take it then.
And she can afford it ×2.
Yeah.
Or her dad can afford it. That's
no,
really
she
lame.
can't. Come on, that's like saying Davido can't afford the jet. Well, he can't, but let's just say.
No, Davido can't afford the jet.
That's okay, that's what I'm saying. But let's just say, that's like saying Davido can't afford something because it's his dad's money. She's made something out of herself. Give the girl credit where
What do you think about men, though, that actually get their gifts back, like the engagement ring, like the...
You are so lame. If you're a man and you do that, that's poor. That is so poor.
Because I'm like, I don't get it. You gave it to
You gave it to her, and then you have the audacity. I wouldn't.
But what if she returns it?
No.
Yeah, that's a different
If she
thing.
returns it, should I take it or not?
Yeah,
No, but
if that's up to you. It's up to your discretion.
Yeah, but for you to say, okay, the relationship is over.
It's like if you propose
I've had the same scenario before, but she didn't give it to me. She dropped it at my door, and I just took everything and threw it in the bin.
Yeah, that's fine. I get that because it's rude for her to even return it in the first place. And your reaction is perfect. But what is really lame is when you've given someone something.
Exactly.
And because your relationship didn't work out, you're like, give me everything.
And back.
So I could just be like to you, give me all the food I've ever made for you. Or like, give me everything I've ever done for you.
All the sex.
Yeah, or that. Like, does that make any sense?
Well, if you want me to return the sex, I'll gladly give you back your sex.
Lies you tell. That's not what you were saying.
So let's get back to this.
No, I'll gladly give you back your sex.
No,
you want your sex back?
But
I can't get it.
I just think it's really lame to ask a lady for a gift back. So back to Cuppy and Asa. I mean, they broke up. They've always been the same kind of circle of friends. They broke up. She got with a footballer. You can imagine how he must have felt at the time. And then she got back with her high school sweetheart kind of young lover, and I'm really happy for her.
Yeah.
And it was cute. The pictures were really
well, like we said, I just thought about it. Like, look, why is this making the news? The fact that they share spaghetti. Come on, like.
It's just because everyone here is really pretentious.
Yeah.
And people don't put stuff like that out there. Like, it's not a big deal. If Beyonce was kissing Jay-Z, why would that make headlines?
Do you understand? And then, like you rightly said, they've been in and out of this relationship. They've been dating. Well, she just revealed they've been dating since 2011.
No, they have. That's definitely true.
Yes, but as at 2011, 2012, she was with the footballer.
No, she wasn't. You kidding me? She was the footballer last year.
Okay, then she was cheating on Asa.
No, she wasn't.
Yes.
She was with Asa. Listen, her and Asa have grown up together.
Why are you calling him Asa?
That's his name, Asa.
Asha.
No, it's not Asha, it's Asa.
Asha.
It's Asa.
Asha.
Well, he's not Yoruba, though. Is he Yoruba?
He's not Yoruba.
Yeah, it's not
you
Yoruba
can't
name.
put your Yoruba.
What about, it's Asha sequel. What about this guy, the Beats 99.9 guy?
Who?
Asa, what's his name?
Who? Is it Asa or Asa? Or Asha? I know everyone to call him Asa. And like everyone I know that went to school with him that knows,
they know him as Asa.
Asa.
Okay.
Anyway, right? Asa has been, they've grown up together, right? In fact, they have like baby pictures and stuff together.
Okay.
Like they're all from the same kind of family circle.
Right.
So like he obviously has always been in her life. So whether or not the dates don't correlate, you never know, they might not have been together.
Exactly.
But she definitely wasn't with the footballer in 2011.
Okay. No. All right, let's quickly round up. But before we round up, I need to get your predictions. Do you think it will last? Do you think it will not last?
Asa and Cuppy? No, I think it will last.
It will last.
Asa, Asha, I hope your relationship lasts, and I think it would last if the one with Mr. Easy, what's her name?
Her sister.
Her sister and Mr. Easy. Mr. Easy is like, I don't know. I don't want to shake no tables here, but if they they can still be together, then I believe Aisha, Asa, and Kopi will be beautiful.
All right, time for another break. More stories when we return.
I actually moved back to Nigeria to open a bakery. This was my goal, and everything I did up till this point was in preparation for this. First of all, life was great because I moved in 2015 right before the recession, right? It was awesome. I was like, wow, there's so much money out here, man. The cost of overheads, power generation, water, you have to be your own local government. And there are no tax breaks. Many places where, where they realize the small business environment is difficult would offer some kind of tax breaks and incentives. We don't do that out here. We want you to come back. We want you to, to start businesses here, but we're not going to do anything to help you. All my experiences in the past have led me ultimately to where I am now.
Welcome back. It's still tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're swiftly moving on to our next story. So Jada Pollock cries out, "I'm not just Wizkid's baby mama."
She hasn't exactly cried out. She just basically clapped back at somebody that said, "Oh, thanks for being such a supportive, woman in his life and a baby mother at the same time. You're not dragging him back and blah de blah de blah." But what's really interesting is
she was a bit irked, wasn't she?
She was irked because she was being boxed as a baby mother, and she's saying, "No, actually, I manage him and I manage other talent, and that's what I do, and that's what I should get credit for." And I completely get where she's coming from. Yeah. Like in the sense that she doesn't want to be like, it's the same way
she doesn't want to be labelled as a baby.
Same way we were talking about Tanya Omotai. Like, what is she famous for other than the fact that she was with Wizkid? Like. Now, the fact that she was with Wizkid, anything she does after that, unless it's big time, and unless she's driving it herself, she gets known as, same as Annie Dibia. A lot of people forget that she's actually an actress and she's done a lot of things. People Annie.
She has acted.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people forget that and just box her as Two-Face's wife, and that's all she's going to be. So yeah, I get the frustration and I get the fact that she wants to be known as anything. It's the same as people that are like children of rich people's kids. They don't want to be known as, like Cuppy. Like we just spoke about Cuppy.
She doesn't want to be known as
I mean, she does. Let's not lie. But I mean. Like, it's also very frustrating because people just think that she gets things because of her dad, or she only does certain things because of her dad, and that can be annoying as well. So I get where Jada Pollock is coming from, absolutely.
All right, Ife?
Well, in this case, before she even had a baby for Wizkid, before they even started a relationship, she has always been his manager. She has worked so hard for Wizkid. She got him the first feature with Tiny Temper. She took him to the Caribbean. She's done a lot of things for Wizkid, and I'm sure it's probably one of this.
Even the Drake thing, I think.
She was involved too. Yeah, so I think it was even doing one of this traveling here and there that the baby must have occurred.
Wow, Ife.
Yeah. So I just
was there.
Fly on.
No, I wasn't. I said I'm sure he might have. This one I wasn't there. Like, but I'm just saying, come on, I can't be there now. If I was there, it would have been a threesome.
This is a family show, young man.
Oh, my mother watches this show. She's going to change what she thinks of you.
Oh, okay.
So you were saying,
likewise, Mom, I'm still bringing yam.
What?
Okay, so like I was saying, I think it's a beautiful thing that she addressed this, because she's not just his baby mama, she's also his manager, and she's working really hard for Wizkid, and we all know she is working really hard. So like she said, it's just the same thing with what's her name, Tanya, right? Tanya saying she wants to be addressed way more than being his baby mama. She's married now. Tanya, by the way, Tanya is not the married one. Sophie is the married one.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I was like, Tanya is not married.
Because I checked that too, and it was Sophie that was married. So it was Sophie that said she doesn't want to be addressed as that because she's married now. So I think it's just a way of this women saying, look, we are no longer baby mamas. We also
We have a job.
Yeah,
we have
names. We have names. Stop calling us baby mom. Then stop being baby mamas.
Are you all right?
Ooh, let's not have that argument.
Wait, what?
Let's not have that argument.
Would you be a baby mama?
It's gonna start.
No. Would you be a baby mama?
It's not really an option, is it?
If you get pregnant and the guy is not ready to get married,
yeah,
would you be his baby mama?
If I got pregnant and the guy wasn't ready to get married to me, would I be his baby mother? Do you think I have a choice in that situation?
Oh, well.
No, I need to ask you that question because what you're saying is, would I get an abortion?
Yeah, but in abroad, it's allowed to get an abortion.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You're basically asking...
In Nigeria, it's only in Nigeria that abortion is a crime. So let's take the Nigerian factor out of it. Let's say you're still in London.
But your question is still saying, would I get an abortion to avoid being someone's baby mama? No. Yeah. That's very irresponsible. Like, I wouldn't do that.
I totally agree.
And, like, you don't have to have a baby to, like, and become a baby mother. Like, you can have a child and be a mother. You don't have to be you become someone's baby mother when, like, and I don't think Jada Pollock is a baby mother because, sorry, I know I'm going to offend a lot of people, but I don't really care because the term baby mother means like you basically live off of that man and ride off of him, and the fact that you're his baby mother means you're attached to him in some way other than just the child. I think
that's why she took offense.
That is why she took offense.
No, she didn't even take offense because the guy
was just saying that don't call me just a baby mother. I'm more things.
No, she didn't take offense.
She took offense.
What the guy said was, it's really admirable that he's seeing a baby mama speaking so well of a baby father. Yeah. So the guy in his mind, he was like commending her, like, oh,
yeah, but she just reminded him.
So she just reminded him that, look, I'm not just his baby mama. Even before I was a baby mama, I was his manager, and I'm still working really hard for.
All right, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there because we've come to the end of the program. Join us tomorrow for fresh episodes of Tea Time. But before we go, my thank yous, as always and as ever, will always go to my co-anchors, the production team, and as our stylist as well, courtesy of Kudi Empire. I'm Chicken Botairo, saying thanks for watching.